Hi.
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 Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Doctor.
This is madness. This is.
Mommy and Daddy are yelling at you. What's an Eiffel Tower, stupid?
Play with my tits.
No, fuck your opening.
Who's Phone Hole Bunny?
It's really a bad idea not to talk about those things and not to really have some kind of dialogue about what's going on.
Whatever shall we talk about?
Hi, and welcome to Pokin with a Stick podcast for January 27th, 2018.
Yay.
Yeah, you are on it today.
Yeah, I got it right. I've gotten it right so far all this whole year.
Excellent.
Which would be, what, 3 shows?
Mm-hmm.
So hi.
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 How was
Nobody in that room? No, nobody knows. Oh, Mr. Mike, hi.
Mike's in the room.
Mr. Mike's in the room.
It's early.
Oh, okay. Well, we got to give him a porn theme.
Isn't Groundhog Day this week?
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Good question.
I do not.
Anybody have a calendar in front of them?
Yes.
It's the 27th. Groundhog Day is the 2nd. That would make it Friday is Groundhog Day.
It's Friday, I guess.
Oh, they're asking me for my poll number. No.
Yeah, tell them you got a poll for
Number 1.
That's right.
Yeah, they got those little metal plates on them usually.
Yeah.
Yep, I went out and took a picture of it.
Oh, you did?
Oh, he is a man on a mission. For those people who don't know, Big Fatty's got a street light out in front of his house, so he has to email the poll information to the public works.
He could trip on like something.
Well, I could fall over my balls.
You could fall.
That's always possible.
Would that hurt?
Got to bind those things up before you leave.
How dare you? I resemble that remark. Now, how the fuck do I sign out of this?
Sincerely yours, Mr.
Okay.
No, I was going to remark about one of Gavin's comments about
my balls.
No, we have all gotten to a certain age when Gavin was talking about I could get a brace. Because I remember there was a time in my life when I would have been horrified to think of myself even considering wearing a brace. And nowadays I'm like, sure, if a brace will help me out, sign me up.
I've been having problems with my knee. You ever see those the bands that go around your? Well, I guess you haven't seen them, Jay. But those knee braces.
Oh, how cruel!
I have seen them. I could see until I was in my early 20s, and even though that was ancient times, I do remember back to when they had them.
Well, I want you to imagine somebody who's young, about 25 year old, sounds like me.
No.
One beautiful.
God, if a 25-year-old sounds like you, they're in sad shape.
They would have had a hard life.
They need more than a knee brace.
You know what? You all suck my dick. Anyway, I got all of a sudden my leg is turning below the knee, like at my knee, it's turning out. I don't know. Something's wrong with my fucking knee. I gotta have it looked at. But I bought one of these little braces, and those little tube thing, like a tube top that goes around your knee.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, what a difference it's made.
Yeah.
I lowered my desk chair, and now I can walk again.
Maybe you might consider support hose.
There you go.
You'd take any kind of hose that you can get right about now.
Yeah.
Like I don't hang around the welfare lines like you.
How dare you?
Oh.
Well, Big Fatty, in honor of you and thinking of the Capri Lounge, I poured myself a gin and tonic that was noticeably absent of room for tonic in the glass after I got done with the gin.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Sounds like it could become
Bombay Sapphire with a splash of tonic and some lime.
No. How sweet it is.
It's going down smooth.
I actually enjoyed drinking this time at the Parliament Resort. It was the first time I haven't passed out.
Well, that's all right, Gavin passed out for you. So.
I think at a
I
certain
did
point,
not pass out. I blacked out. There's a difference.
Oh,
There is.
excuse me. I'm sorry.
I was still.
We
I was-
heard him moving around and doing stuff during the podcast, but he doesn't remember it.
tell me, Gavin, do you like me in the
motion. I just don't remember being in motion. That's
Gavin, do you like me in the reverse cowgirl position?
apparently.
God, I'm gonna vomit.
You know, baby, that chipped tooth of yours, you still haven't had it taken care of, have you?
Shut up.
What?
Shut up, he said.
No, I heard that part.
Right, the chip tooth part, I think, is what we're curious
Right,
about.
exactly.
Good, smile first, Gavin.
What chip? How can you not notice? It's right in the front.
Oh,
So how did that happen?
Oh,
you
well,
didn't know.
That is
I don't remember the original version, but when it first happened. But when I was in like junior high school,
Oh, okay. So it wasn't that weekend.
no, but it was
Okay.
it was actually in junior high school that my mother had gotten like a piece put on. I don't know what they did, but like they made it a hole, and then something happened in junior high school, and it got knocked out again. So she was just like, you only get one shot.
Right.
Well, there you have it.
Yeah.
All right, I've reported my street light.
There you go.
Oh, good. I'm sure they're right on it.
Y'all, I had begun to feel better, and then Friday I just kind of felt like again. So I took some more NyQuil last night, and I've been kind of coughing again, and I'm like, I don't want to get sick.
That's Granny gave
So-
everybody the bubonics.
no, actually. Well,
Wes,
Granny is well now. It's because he gave it to everybody else.
yeah, well, Wes was sick too.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
So
I had a nasty cough. I think, yeah, one of those.
how I find you in department stores. I just walk around and eventually he'll cough and I'll find him.
right.
No, I like to keep the cum out of my throat.
Oh Lord. Well, there
Lots
you
of
have
years
it.
of experience.
There you have
clearing
it, folks.
Now you know the rest of the story.
Yeah.
So
Woo! Excuse me.
anyway. Hi.
Hi.
Mr. Mike, the porn theme for tonight was, what was it? Utility workers?
Yeah, that'll
That
work.
was a suggestion. I don't know if somebody can come up with something better, but
I think that's a beautiful suggestion.
I think it's lovely.
it's.
Anything-
I usually think there's a lot of utility men that are lovely to look at.
Oh, yes, they are. Yes, there are. Oh, hi, Mean King.
Oh, Mean King. Well, I guess I need to log into the chat room. That's
Yeah.
what I've not. That's what I've not done. Hi, Mean King.
I
Gavin, you said something. You should put on Twitter something about a something that you got for Christmas that you unboxed or whatever.
My cricket,
Your what?
cricket machine.
Your
It's
cricket
called-
machine.
Yeah, it's
Well,
called-
where's Toppy?
Yeah.
If it's a
Oh.
cricket machine.
I never invited him.
Oh,
Oh.
poor Toppy's probably sitting at home crying right now.
Uh-huh.
He would be in the chat room.
Gavin has turned cricket into a machine.
It's not that. Cricket. It's CRIC.
Oh, okay. Well, what does this
Okay.
thing do?
Not CUT.
Yeah.
CUT.
It looked like a printer or a sewing machine or something like that.
It's kind of like a printer, but it cuts out things instead of printing them.
Oh,
It has like a little metal blade that it's like a die cutter.
oh,
Yeah, so it cuts out
Huh.
like if you're making like, you ever go past a place that has like the signs, like lettering on the bottom of the window,
Uh-huh.
like
Uh-huh.
real nice lettering and the real nice font. It does that.
oh.
Okay.
Which is cool.
So
Now,
Yeah,
that's great, except why the fuck would you need to have a lettering machine since you don't really have a business?
Oh no, well, I mean, it's not that expensive. It's not like
Oh, okay.
this is not an industrial version of the. They do make them larger, but you could for a lot of it does a lot of stuff. It cuts out like multi-layer, like if you want to make your own Christmas cards or birthday cards, or because I'm real good at sending cards.
I'm sure.
No, I'm not. I'm terrible at it. But I'm trying to think of other.
If you wanted to scrapbook, I'm sure it would be lovely.
Yes.
Well, I'm not going to do that. But it also does.
Just remember, you can't spell scrapbook without crap.
They sell vinyl that is iron on, so you can cut out the lettering and put it on iron on t-shirts, things like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
He when I was in Florida, I picked up one of the things that I collect is the green uranium glass that glows under black light.
Of course it does.
Mm.
Of course it does. And
It does.
they were, what did I get? Like, I got an odd number of plates. And they were like 50 cents a piece.
Uh-huh.
But they're very plain.
They're very plain, so you really need an edge for the stuff to glow. So Gavin created a stencil for one of the plates, and he etched it. I mean, he cut out the stencil using the machine, and
By adhesive vinyl.
right.
Uh-huh.
And it cuts out all you peel away all the places you want after you cut it. You peel away all the places that you want the etching to stay. So it creates like a stick-on stencil.
Yeah.
You put the etching cream on, leave it on for like 10 minutes, and then it etches the glass.
Right. And then when it goes under the black light, the etched part will glow.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Definitely worth the 50.
It sounds like you could make, those old vinyl type things that you put up in your windows or your car.
Like Klingons or
Mm-hmm.
are those what are the
Baby on board?
Yeah, stick figure.
Yeah.
Just what we need.
Yeah.
More shit.
Just Rosebud on board for Jim's car.
Right. There we go. There's a great sticker for your back window.
Oh, if it isn't the Haunt Cub. Speaking of Rosebud on board.
Oh. How's your pooper, Jay? What, Jay?
Which Jay?
Both of you.
Well, yeah, see, and I was hoping he was talking to the other one. Probably both of us hoping the same thing.
Send us pictures. Send Rosebud to good old...
We're about to enter Rosebud season, aren't we?
Yes, I guess.
Happy VD.
Oh, right. Well, the big holiday comes first.
What's that?
Groundhog's Day.
Groundhog's Day.
Nothing beats Groundhog's Day. Groundhog Day.
Now, Gavin and Jim, I received a Valentine from you already.
Oh,
yes, you did.
What about
but I'm not opening it yet.
Okay, you could save it for Valentine's, but you don't.
Because when you think of VD, you think of Gavin and Jim.
How'd you know? Probably.
Did you say, how did I know it was from you?
How'd you know it was Valentine's Day?
Well, it was red, and I went to open it, and I saw hearts, and I said, I'm not going to open it yet.
Oh,
and had you listened to Friday's show, you would have known that.
No, work has been a fucking zoo.
Oh.
Fucking zoo. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it. Of course, it threw me way off this year, this month.
Okay.
A horror hotel.
Bummer.
I am so off schedule. It's unbelievable.
Oh, poor Poopy. Speaking of Pride 48.
Yes.
I received an e-letter from the #1 fan of the BFO for 2017. That would be Nessa.
Aww.
And I had let her know that she needs to be prepared to give her step down speech a week from tomorrow.
I was waiting for you to say she refused, and I was going to encourage her.
But she said that she is hoping to be in New Orleans for Pride 48.
Oh,
Aw, wow, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Is she going to give a step down speech?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Excellent.
Wow.
Any word as to whether or not she will bring her significant other?
She has spoken with her significant other, Amy, and they're excited about it.
Okay.
Ooh.
oh, now I want to go.
So see, Nessa, so Amy can fill
Fine,
Nessa's
yeah.
face.
Right, exactly.
Well, the past 2 years I've been within miles of them and didn't get the chance to see them.
Right?
Well, maybe you'll have to go to New Orleans
They
to
don't
do
live
it.
that far from my parents.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Look at some of these guys.
I know, right?
Mr. Mike's doing a good job with those pole repair men.
Good. Found some good utility workers. Huh?
All you got to do is, oh, hello.
Oh, well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one didn't even need to be naked.
My goodness.
Oh.
Big Schwan.
Wow.
Just so you know, Joe.
Veritables in the room. Oh my God!
Nice foreskin.
Oh my God, Gavin! I've never hated you as much as I do right now.
Wow.
Oh my God! Look at him. The guy in the dressing room with the smile on his face. Look at the size of his hands on top of it all.
Oh, hello.
Oh.
You have to describe
I
this
can-
picture then.
I get that when we're out grocery shopping. It's like a good-looking guy will walk by and he just look at me and go, "I hate you so much."
I don't get it.
He's got this big beautiful piece of meat. It's uncut, but it's still beautiful. And he's got a pleasant smile.
Mean King said he couldn't see the chat room. Kind of like we can't see Haunt Cub.
He said, "Never mind, I refreshed."
Oh, could you refresh your camera, Haunt Cub?
No,
No, I will not refresh my camera.
Condom.
I'm trying a new drink tonight.
What are you trying?
Oh,
Is it urine?
Yeah.
No, that's not
No.
new.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's topic.
Oh.
I'm having ginger ale and Deep Eddy peach vodka.
And who?
Deep
okay.
Eddy peach vodka.
Who's Deep Eddy?
It's a brand.
It's a brand of peach vodka. How is it?
It's not bad. I won it as part of a raffle at a bar last summer, and I finally opened it. It's been in the fridge all this time.
Oh, well, there you have it.
That's cool. I saw it recently when I was looking at some of the flavored vodkas, and I went, like interesting name, like, but I didn't end up buying any of it. So
Well, Big Eddie reminds me of Vacation, where he's pumping out the shitter.
Of course.
Just
Good old
pumping
cousin
out
Eddie.
the shitter. Oh, speaking of pumping out the shitter, Larkin's here.
Aw.
Aw, Larkin. Mean Keen, I'm so glad you joined us tonight. We're moving into Mean Keen season because we've got the hoop sports ball, which he loves, and then we've got the Superb Owl next weekend, and after that, then it'll be the stick ball.
Stick ball.
Right.
Oh.
Stick, the stick ball. Y'all, and all I've got to say is, and I've said this before on my show, my mother watches the Atlanta Braves all the time, and I never understood it. Y'all, there's some hot fuckers. There are hot fuckers that play baseball.
Yeah.
Right. And once you hit 30, you're an old man in baseball.
They got some great asses in baseball.
Thank you.
Well, the beard trend has caught on with sports figures as well.
Yes,
so
they
that's kinda
have.
nice.
Yes, that's always.
Mm.
Well, I the only reason I like if football is on, I will sit and watch it. Like I'm at somebody else's house and it's on, only because like those pants that they wear. Woo.
Yeah, wasn't a couple years ago they changed their uniform? Everybody could see the jocks like it was like invisible pants.
Yeah, that's
Oh, Invisible Pants. Maybe that should be the name. That should be the name of tonight's episode. Invisible Pants.
saves me.
Being fatty, let's hope Granny's not wearing those at the new rights tonight. I know. Anyway, we are going to Dudley Do Rights tonight.
Is it open, or is that the one that opened or closed, or?
No, that's the one that's still open. We don't go to the places that are closed anymore.
Excuse me.
Okay, Mean King says football players don't wear cups now, so you get to see all of their glory.
It's true.
They don't wear cups?
No, I don't know why. I'm just kind of surprising.
Well, I guess they want to show off their glory.
I'm fine with that.
I'm not. I mean, I'd be disappointed if they crushed their nuts.
Oh, I would be in heaven.
If they crushed.
It depends on
Well,
their
you
nuts.
know, to each his own. You know, when you get to be my age, you know, they're going to hit the water in the toilet. You know, you're going to step on them when you go out to get the paper in the morning.
Well, that might be the 5 pound weight you're wearing around.
You know what? We really need to get that pole fixed outside of your house.
How dare you? Mean King, your gentleman caller's agreement may be for that, but that is not my gentleman caller's agreement.
Do not mess with the junk. What does that mean?
No CBT.
That is correct.
I'm lost. What?
If I'm not feeling it the next morning, you didn't do it right. As Larkin signs on and signs right back off. Okay.
Right.
No, am I still here?
Yes.
Before I'm not quite sure why it keeps saying please wait when it's trying to join. I don't know why. It's a Google Chrome thing.
Well, that's because it wants you to wait.
Yep. Well, I was waiting.
Okay.
Hey, whatever happened?
By the way, Larkin, did you hear the news that Nessa may be at Pride 48 in New Orleans?
Really? Very cool.
So,
in football, a gentleman's agreement not to kick, pull, or punch on the cock and ball.
Oh, in football. Well, that I didn't realize we were talking about the sports ball agreement. Okay, that's very different.
See,
Does that mean it's okay to do it in baseball?
I read his previous sentence says there is a gentleman caller's agreement.
Well, that's what I read that too. I thought it said a gentleman caller's agreement, but it's okay, got it.
All right, whatever.
Nope, it just says gentleman's agreement.
Okay. You know, I see gentlemen's in the word. It's it's like those things that say I have a dig bick, and you read big dick.
Yeah.
So.
As you should.
Has anybody heard from Jimmy Bear lately? I feel like he's dropped off the face of the earth.
Yes, he has sent a joke and a kerfuffle, if you will, for the Friday show prior to the Superb Owl.
Oh,
okay. So cool. He's been very busy here lately.
Well, I think his business is very busy right now, and I think also ran for some kind of chair of the I forget what they call
the Realtor Society.
Yeah, something like that. So
we really got to get you reading lessons, Gavin.
Reading? I'm not reading it. I'm trying to. I need memory lessons.
It gets worse.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I prove it 5 days a week.
Oh,
we leave the good rapid fire content for the youngins.
Well, that means
what youngins?
I was going to say who's the youngin in this group?
No, I'm talking about youngins that do podcasts.
Oh, okay.
Not a lot of them left either.
Oh well.
This is a
Oh, hello.
Maybe we've missed. Maybe you just missed the. Maybe there's a new medium that we haven't discovered yet.
Ooh, that's a nice sports ball picture, VV.
I like Jim's sports ball picture.
By the way, Ming Keen told me in confidence, which means I probably shouldn't repeat it, but
Right.
he was watching the sports ball playoffs last weekend in a bar full of Marines.
Oh, hot.
Good for you.
Ooh.
While listening to Poke It with a Stick.
Ouch. Right.
Aw.
And you didn't
He
post
said,
pictures?
if only they knew.
Right.
Snapping pictures,
Actually,
Instagramming them to us.
I was going to say, actually, from hearing Scott talk, there's a lot of them that might be really interested in what he was listening to or seeing in the chat room.
Well, perhaps. So anyway, I hope I didn't break a confidence there, Mean King.
Mm-hmm.
So, and if I did, nobody listens to this anymore.
You didn't.
Anyway,
I know.
You didn't give any real identifying details.
The 6
Right.
people that download it will probably not pay any attention.
Well, Mean King was one of them because this was on Sunday. He was listening. So.
And Ron and I are 2 more, so that's probably 3 left.
Right.
Right.
I think
And
you're all
Scott,
I was one of the other ones, so you're almost up to your quota.
Woo.
and perhaps Kim Beaver,
Oh.
Probably.
La, 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 la.
I got
We
told
haven't had
I
any
got
good
told on Tumblr.
lesbian.
What?
I got told on Tumblr.
Oh, I was going to say we haven't had any good lesbian porn in the chat room for a while. So.
My eyes.
I was told on Tumblr today that I downloaded too many, more than my quota of pictures today. So,
wow.
Are you serious?
yes, I was posting the chat room porn from last week.
Right.
I had forgotten all about it.
Oh, how nice! I didn't know that.
Well, Martin is working on.
Today.
Martin is
What's he
working
work-
on making pizza right now because we're having our lesbian couple over for pizza tonight. Pizza, beer, and movies.
So you're going to have anchovies on it since they're lesbians coming over, right?
That wasn't one of the selected toppings. So.
I just figured fish,
What movie will you be watching?
Mm-hmm. We don't know yet. We will decide once we get here. Possibly Atomic Blonde.
Oh.
Ooh,
So we may choose something else, but that's one that went around as an idea.
I enjoyed that. You'll actually
It's incredible.
very exciting, very fast moving.
They audio describe most of them now, so it's pretty easy to watch them for me. I don't have to, say pause. What's going on?
Oh.
But it is funny because occasionally Martin grabs the remote, he stops it, and he's like, "Okay, I have to explain something because the audio description can't keep up." They only audio describe when there's no dialogue. Right? Because they don't want to talk over what's going on. So when we were watching, for those of you who have seen Suicide Squad, at the beginning of when they introduced Black Widow and all the stuff that's going on, you hear the dialogue, but you don't hear what they're doing to her. To stop it and say, okay, like they've got her in a chair, they're leaning her over the stairs, all this
Harley
stuff
Quinn.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, that was Harley Quinn. No, that was Black Widow, wasn't it? Suicide.
No, Black Widow's Marvel. Suicide Squad's DC.
Right. Okay. No, it was the Avengers. I'm sorry. Wrong movie.
so right
So
character.
it was Black Widow. Yeah, it was Black Widow. It was just wrong movie. I saw them fairly close together. But yeah, so he had to stop and remind me in on the extra details that they just couldn't jam into the audio description because they can only work with whatever time isn't filled by dialogue. So yeah, and that was dialogue intensive during that scene, of course, till she breaks loose, which is incredible in and of it. She gets her phone call and she's like, "Can you hold for a minute?"
I saw Friday. I watched or yesterday. I watched Murder in the Orient Express, the new one.
Oh,
Really good.
Oh, was it?
I was surprised. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. It kind of captured that old time kind of feel, which I enjoyed. So, my God, that's so rude. I have to describe this to Jay. Picture taken from like face view of a guy standing on a balcony, jerking off on a guy sitting down on a stoop, like a floor below.
Right.
That's so fucking. And Jim's going, "Oh, that's hot." That's so fucking
they probably both enjoyed it.
Jim had to step out for a cigarette after that.
Right.
I don't even know. What is the guy doing?
Kind of hot, but kind of rude.
Can somebody explain? Let's see, where is it? Having a beer after work.
Yeah, I don't understand what's going on there. So
He's doing a beer enema, it looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, he's putting it up his ass. All right.
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Y'all, maybe y'all can help me with this. What are these Granny Awards tomorrow night?
Granny.
I don't know.
It's for the biggest pooper.
Oh, okay.
For the dirty diaper and
the best shart story.
Oh,
I heard Granny has 3 nominations.
Oh, I did not know
Right.
that. I'll have to ask him about that later tonight.
Right. He may want you to drive him there and back.
Where are these Granny Awards?
Everybody
it's James Corden. It's all over the TV. It's the Granny Awards hosted by James Corden. So,
okay.
So,
we're also informed.
I don't know.
Jim, it's a Grammy Awards.
It's never fucking funny when you have to just explain it to him.
Right.
Bless his heart.
But that beer bottle enema one reminds me once when I was in Key West at one of the clothing optional places with a couple friends, and we came home from drinking, and there's this really hot dude out at the pool sitting on beer bottles for everybody, and he was from like Idaho or something. This was like how he came down and let off steam. But I could not stay there because I just envisioned one of those bottles breaking. And it's like, I did not stay and watch.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Beer Bottle.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you ever see the guy? Isn't there a guy who stuck a light bulb up his ass and it broke?
Oh, yeah. There's some horrible YouTube and so on videos out there, I think, of things that are equally as bad. Mason jar, I think, is one of the ones I remember.
You just need to be an emergency room nurse.
Way to waste your 15 minutes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ooh, nice beard.
Thank you. Oh.
No.
What was the theme? I missed it.
Utility workers.
Yeah,
utility workers.
Nobody sticks to it, which is fine.
And then I think we got into sports.
Look who's in the chat room, Yaz Mamadou.
Hi, Yaz Mamadou.
Hi, Yaz Mamadou.
I got a #1 fan entry from Yaz Mamadou last night. Also,
did you send in yours?
No, I didn't. I will.
Excellent.
Well, let's wait a minute before time gets away from us. Let's do
Once a year we celebrate with stupid hats and plastic plates. The fact that you were able to make another trip around the sun. And gathers round and gifts and laughter do abound. We let out a joyful sound and sing that stupid song. Happy birthday! Now you're 1 year older. Happy birthday! Your life still isn't over.
Well, the only things I have are on Thursday. Okay, stop. On Thursday, I have everybody's favorite dancing girl, Olive.
That's correct.
And
Nice.
on Friday, I have Drusilla Blomy.
Correct.
And that's it.
Uh-huh.
No.
Yeah.
It's Granny's birthday.
Oh.
So everybody send a bag of Depends to P.O. Box 561, Woodland Hills, California.
Right.
Zip code.
90.
Slip.
It's changed. 90367 now, I think. So.
Oh, okay. Slip in a bottle of vodka. With
Also,
Was she walking on the side of the mountain? Is that why it changed?
I don't know. Also on Thursday, it's Brian in the Japan Mexico's birthday.
Yay!
Okay.
And VJ Net on Friday also with Granny and Drusilla. And next Saturday is I guess we'll talk about that next Saturday. Never mind.
Well, you can say it. Go ahead.
It was the day that Danbury Jr. was officially adopted.
Oh, cool.
What do you call that? Adoption day?
I would call that
Adoption anniversary.
I don't know. Yeah.
Who is singing Hoop-Dee Doo?
Me.
Big fatty.
Poor reporter.
I think it was.
Okay, so that's all I got.
That's it.
Okay. I have to make a comment. See the guy with the tractor? Where the hell?
Guy with the tractor.
I used to take it by the tractor.
One's peeing.
Mr. Yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot do that with a hard on. With a hard on.
Yeah.
Oh, you can. You just can't direct the pee anywhere. It's hard.
Yeah, it usually goes straight up, like up your
Right.
nose.
When I was younger,
Well-
maybe it's not quite as straight up as it used to be.
Gavin, just be thankful it's more than a dribble.
Yeah.
Right.
Just glad when it worked.
The prostate's still working, so you're good.
Right.
If both situations work, they don't have to work together. You know, but as long as both of them work, the hard on and the peeing part. So I'm good with. Oh, that's cute.
Thank you.
Why is he painting himself in a corner like that, though?
I think he's laying down cement.
Yeah, but why? I don't know. Okay.
Oh well.
Wow.
It says he's in New York City.
Oh.
I followed someone on Tumblr that had all sorts of construction picture kind of dudes. I can't find it right now.
It's all good. Happy birthday when you're older.
So we'll call this. We're gonna call this Flashback Saturday for Big Fatty. We'll see if he.
What is it, Captain Kangaroo or something? All right, let's just see. Oh,
I wonder if
Hot Flash back Saturday.
Yeah, right.
Whew. Hairy butt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Super hairy butt and legs.
Yep.
Nothing better than a good thick pair of fuzzy legs.
Thank you.
Fuzzy legs. I love it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So what do you got going on, Haunt Cub?
This weekend, I don't have a thing going on.
Oh, to include your
Wow.
camera.
Yes. Precisely.
Okay.
You and Ron just hanging out at home?
Yes.
good for you.
Mostly playing video
Yeah.
stuff.
Good. Variable Virgo says I'm normal because it's normal to have trouble.
Veritable Virgo, he is
You know,
not.
he asked a
normal.
question.
Hey, I'll take
It
what I
has nothing to do with not being able to pee with a hard on.
Millions of times.
So
Mostly the
Depends
middle of
on
the
where you are. If you're outside, peeing with a hard on is a lot of fun.
I mean, I can do it. It's just hard.
It is, yeah. You have to work at it.
Especially when you're at the campground and they have the what he's in the tub.
The pig pen is open.
Huh?
Tubs.
Camping.
Yeah, they put a tub in the one in the pavilion.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh yeah, the old
While they're
pavilion tub. Ooh.
Oh, piss pavilion.
Isn't that right next to the Swan Show?
I say yes, but I know the people that do that. I have friends there, and I don't want to get insult anybody. Anyway,
No shame.
Well, Gavin, if they're friends of yours, they'd probably be honored to be referred to as members of the Swan Show.
Right.
And if they don't, they should be.
it depends on how much they've had to drink. So,
Right.
Correct. Well, it looks like Jim's getting his vacation photos ready again. Oh, that looks like my what do you call it? Union suit. In fact, would you like me to recreate that right now?
somehow it does not look the same.
How dare you? How dare you?
It looks great. It was wonderful. Thank you.
I liked your Union suit.
Thank you. I did. I wore it a lot 2 weeks ago.
we had
Okay.
we had many the other weekend when we were in Augusta. We had many conversations about your butt.
And
Or
the lack thereof.
The lack of existence of his butt.
How was it described?
It was just like hanging slabs of roast beef.
It was like lunch meat hanging on a wash line.
Right. Oh, Porter.
Who said that?
I did.
No, I think that was great, wasn't it?
You're
Well,
in good
it may have
company,
been.
big
The
fatty.
last
I
person
have no
had
butt.
the right to say something.
Oh, the grin doctor's going off. Let's see who this is. It's probably, if I had to guess, it's probably Mean Keen.
Oh,
No, it's not.
Oh, you could be prepping for a gentleman caller.
Oh no, it's just somebody saying, "Hey, this guy's a fake. He's a pick collector posing as a stud in the picture."
I have to remind myself not to write early in the morning. I spelled Pete Moss. P-E-T-E.
Now we've all done this.
you know, Pete.
It's had-
Poor Pete.
in the PM, you look at it and you're like, "Did I really spell that way?"
In the PM, did you say?
You know, Larkin, I thought you were feeding that dog a banana, and I'm like, damn.
Oh,
No, that's her rawhide.
It's a dildo.
Yeah.
Well, the other end is.
Right.
Our dog used to like bananas. She'd eat a banana.
I still remember when that.
I really thought you were going to say my dog used to like dildos.
Loved watermelon. He would watermelon and
No,
cob
Watermelon
gonna
and
say
what?
and corn on the cob.
corn on the cob. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
She would
Good barbecue food.
and I would turn it for her, then she'd chew it off. And
Oh,
Wait,
my
go from
God.
left to right.
She was
Love-
smart. She wanted her sides with her hamburger that you fed her, right?
Larkin, your pictures aren't showing.
Plumber's crack. Yes, they are.
Are they?
I see him.
Darn. There's this Australian dude. It was called Plumber or something Trade. Is Jay's Trades Tumblers Tradies. So it was. He did post a lot of pictures of hot dudes doing their. But his Tumblr one doesn't exist anymore.
Oh.
Oh, post a link to the one that you're just talking about.
Right now, it doesn't exist anymore. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
A shame.
Oh well.
Yeah, one of my favorite Twitter accounts got bounced.
Oh,
Apparently, this guy had a camera like
Oh.
in a bathroom,
Oh.
and he was videotaping everybody going in, and going to the bathroom. It was at the like across the urinals.
Mhm.
And he posts videos all the time. Then I guess he got bounced for, content.
What could possibly go wrong there?
Content that was
Right.
compromised, but it was fun to watch.
I'm sure.
I guess you're just as bad as he is
Why? Because
because you're watching.
okay, all right, whatever.
Oh.
He's not the one that put the link up there, right?
Right? Well, it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow.
What color? Red rain?
It's probably going to be red rain at times.
Ooh.
So anyway, I have a feeling it's going to be the perfect nap day.
Yes.
Well, and
Which
hopefully you
means
get
I
feeling
won't
better.
sleep like sleep worth a shit tomorrow night. But anyway,
Right,
Probably not.
it's supposed to rain here too. So
Is it?
yeah, all day.
Jay and I won't talk about the weather here in Sacramento.
Good, no.
Why is it raining?
Oh no, it's gorgeous.
No.
This weekend.
For the next 10 days or so, it's supposed to be in the mid 60s and sunny every day.
Oh,
Just
it was
terrible
nice.
weather.
It was almost 70 here today.
It was high 50s here.
no.
Yeah,
We had that wind. It was cold.
yeah. It wasn't like spectacular, but it was at least like I just had a heavy vest on instead of a coat.
Mr. Mike is having sleet.
Oh, poor Mr. Mike.
Poor Mr. Mike.
That's what you expect in Canada.
Brian and Danbury put a cartoon on Twitter. It was the farting contest.
Right.
And then there was a guy walking away who had obviously shit himself. And his pants were full, and the judge is going, "I'm sorry, you're disqualified."
Oh,
And he said, "Oh, poor Big Fatty is disqualified."
Poor Granny.
By the way, I haven't announced this on my own show yet, but starting on Monday the 5th of February, it will be So Question Month.
Oh yeah.
okay.
So
Whatever happened to Woodhaven? Ask questions and start and stop with Woodbury or Hoodbury?
well, that was a Miss Bacon thing.
Oh, okay.
So, but you can always ask a question and still end it in Woodhaven.
Woodhaven. Okay.
So, anyway, got to catch up on my excellent questions this week, and then we'll have a month of so questions, and then in March we have Shark Week.
Mm.
I can hear the excitement in Larkin's voice. Yeah.
I'm excited.
Okay. Y'all, you don't realize how often on shows people talk about shitting themselves.
Right. It happens more than you think, especially when it comes to Shark Week. It's like, wow, you got a lot of clips.
Right. But, it's
Another one of the fun
if it's
parts
going
of
to
getting
happen, you
older.
might as well own it,
Right.
True.
Get some laughs out of it, right?
Right. Right, Gavin?
Right, Gavin?
Never happened to me. I lie.
Did you say you've never shat yourself?
Never shat myself.
Oh, yeah, you lie.
I know.
Oh, Mr. Mike, that is that's almost artistic.
Bubble butt, bubble butt, bubble 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 butt.
I'm getting
Be careful. You could go blind looking at that. That's so white.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Oh, take the rest of it off.
Yes, Mamadou, I hope you're enjoying the porn tonight. Because I know you're looking at it. And if you're not, what's wrong with you? Oh, Larkin. That's a lovely hooded bishop.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jim. Are we keeping you up?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
I keep refreshing the room. I keep getting a. I can't see the porn's not showing up on the computer.
You've exceeded your daily allowance of porn.
Right. Evidently, Bean King had to excuse himself to clean up. She says, I'm cooking and listening, multitasking. Well, we're looking at porn and talking, so we're multitasking also.
Exactly.
Oh, it's Bunghole Bunny.
Aw.
Wow. Wow. Is that Jim?
That's me.
Okay. Who's Bunghole Bunny? Ooh, Larkin.
Hey, has anybody heard from Tara and not? No, I haven't even read anything.
I haven't seen any posts from them recently.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I hadn't either. Maybe they maybe they've kind of
They're busy.
maybe they're having my baby. We'll start that rumor.
Right. No, I mean, to me, it's amazing that life just takes over like your time, and all of a sudden you realize, like, oh my gosh, how long has it been since I was on Gavin's show? You know,
Right?
I looked back and was like, wow, that's been a long time.
Well,
You just get busy and lose track of time.
That's why
Right?
the hiatuses over the summer, because I just get really busy in the summer. So
That's why I'm taking a hiatus at episode 3000.
Right.
How long would that last? Do you think about a week?
Yeah. Planning
Well,
the next one already.
Evidently, Ick the alien. There's some sort of alien plot to keep me going after episode 3000. So.
Right.
Maybe plan.
Is he gonna kidnap you?
I don't know. There may be some probing or something.
That's hot.
Wait, but you would like that?
Yeah. I didn't say I wouldn't like it.
Right.
You can't rape the willing.
Ah,
Right.
Larkin. So simple yet so delicious. God bless America.
Somebody recently, I work for the state and everything's very, very serious and sort of buttoned up. And somebody recently asked me, like, could I sexually harass you? And I'm like, by asking the question, of course. Right?
And then the follow-up question is, did they?
Of course not.
Oh, damn.
It wasn't anything even mildly interesting. I'm like, wait, that's it? But according to our handbook, that's like, 178 pages as of the last revision or something ridiculous. Yeah, like just about anything you say or do can be, taken as sexual harassment.
That sucks.
Well, I haven't.
Oh yeah, I swear every time they update the manual each year, they send out a notice. We want to ensure a safe workplace and blah blah blah. I read the attached notice, and every year I open it and I'm like, holy shit, it got longer. Of course, because more people complained about more things, and
People got more creative on how to harass.
yeah, it just keeps getting longer and longer. It's like, good grief, I can't even say hello to people anymore. Right?
Jim, I think he's got some sort of palsy or something.
You're gonna have to explain this one.
He's twerking.
He's twerking.
Twerking, yeah.
He's
Oh, okay.
naked and twerking, but it looks like he's just kind of got palsy or something.
Yeah.
He's not very good at it.
Yes, ass isn't bouncing up and down.
Okay, the picture I just posted, one of the locals, here on the Grin Doctor uses that as a profile pic, and I didn't. So don't you think if you're going to not be yourself, don't at least pick a picture? I don't know. That you'll find out on Tumblr or.
Yeah.
But so what you're saying is the locals, that's not them.
No, I don't believe it is him.
Okay.
Yeah.
The funny part is he's a very good-looking guy because he sent me his picture. So it's like, well,
why don't you just use the real one?
Well, I understand some people want to be anonymous, but don't steal pictures.
Allowed to? I didn't think they were allowed to use a picture like that.
Depends upon what dating app you're using.
I don't use Grin Doctor, so
no, I don't.
Well,
That's the picture.
yeah.
Oh.
Why don't you open Explorer and go in the chat room?
Are you talking to me?
I know. No, Jim. He's behind me. He can't. For some reason, his phone is not showing him the pictures.
Oh, poopy.
Maybe it's decided he can't handle it.
Yes, Mama Do. Where are you located? I don't remember.
North Carolina, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
North Carolina, I think.
Oh, okay.
North Kakalaki.
North Kakalaki. All right. Oh, that's the other thing we've got to mention.
What?
On Wednesday, the 31st, Moose P is retiring.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah,
We
that's
did
right.
that last week. That's what.
So, y'all on Wednesday, send that sweet man a congratulations message.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for putting in his time, right?
Absolutely. Raleigh, well, that's where Moose P is. So.
She could go have a cocktail with him after he finishes his work.
About noon.
Yeah.
What are they going to do? Fire you?
I can imagine my last
go early on your final day.
They'll let him go in the morning, and he'll be 7.5 hours short of what he needs to get his total pension.
Right. The other day, I was in somebody seeing somebody on the.
You were in somebody? Is that what you said? Okay.
No, that's what you said.
Somebody at work, and she's like, "Oh, I retired 2 days ago." I'm like, "Then what the hell are you doing here?"
Right.
And she said, "Oh, I was cleaning out my cubicle, but you asked me a question, and I thought I'd answer." And I said, "You should have told me go away. I'm retired. I'm not answering your questions anymore."
Right. She's a consultant now. Those answers are expensive.
Yeah.
So
apparently it had taken her a couple of days to clean out her cubicle, and I'm like, well, if you would have done it right, you would have spent at least the last couple of days of work doing that.
Right.
My aunt retired. She worked in the World Trade Center.
Oh.
She retired in August of 2001, and they asked her to stay on. Okay, just a little bit long, just till the train was changed, trained and stuff like that. So she stayed on through the end of August, and then along comes September, and she works, that first week. And it was like the week before, like that Monday goes in, and right around lunchtime, she says, "You know what? I'm sick. Fuck this." She leaves.
That's what you call timing.
Yeah. You know what? And like nobody in her office got hurt or anything like that, but she wasn't there for it. But when they had the bomb in the basement of the building,
in the garage.
Yeah, that day she got all dressed and ready to go to work. She goes to her front door and she's like, "Fuck this," and she went back to bed and called in sick. Like that.
Wow.
Yeah. She doesn't and she's somebody who doesn't handle stress. What you know what I mean? Like anything like that would just the idea of it would probably be enough to kill her. You know? But she's just somebody with good timing, or somebody's looking out for her.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I had a sheriff that I knew really well growing up that used to come and visit our neighbors all the time, who seemed to be in some kind of trouble or the other. And then he ate at the restaurant I worked at.
Right.
And really nice guy. Great, just, I don't know, upstanding guy. And he was literally like a couple of days from retirement, and he got shot while he was working. Yep, on a call, some kind of guy took a hostage, was on drugs, and shot him. And that was just, I remember feeling just sick about that, because it happened, it's been probably 6-7 years ago that it happened. And it was like, oh man, he was always such a good guy, and always, hard worker, and just to know that he was so close, and like, it was that's terrible.
Well, on that happy note, I'm going to have to leave to go get ready to go see Granny and Durwood.
Well, I don't know that that's any better.
Well, I was going to say.
So where can we find you, Big Daddy?
Well, you can find me at Dudley Do Rights around 9:00. So
excellent. Well, say hi to Durwood
and I will, and I'll be here at the BFO accepting #1 fan entries through 6 p.m. on Friday.
Yep, already heard mine read.
Right. Yep.
Jay, where can we find you?
Which one?
I know. Blind guy Jay.
Well, good luck, but probably Facebook. J.R. Harris 2.
All right. And Han Cub, are you still there?
Yep.
Okay.
On Cub on Instagram and Twitter, and on the Life on the Shit List podcast.
All right. And Jim, where can we find you?
#1 Funky Homo on Twitter.
And Larkin, where can we find you?
Larkin Young on Instagram.
And you can find all my applicable links at pokin1.blogspot.com.
It's so fucking hot when you say your applicable links. Oh god!
Eventually, the Tumblr porn. I didn't forget that
when they let you back in.
And the after shows and the YouTube video link. So, and everybody say good night. And we'll go to after.
Good night.
Good night.
Toodles. Happy Groundhog's Day.
It wasn't the thought of something shocking, but now God knows anything goes. Good authors too, who once knew better words, now only you.
La, 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 la.
Oh,
it's Nessa's boobs.
Oh. Well, mighty perky there, Nessa. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Toodle.
Good night.
Good night.
I just saw that marked as boobs. That's why I hit it, because I was like, what the hell is this? Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be doing much of an after show because my arm is killing me.
Put ice on it.
I will.
Well, I'm excited to hear that Nessa may be in New Orleans again, and that we'll be able to hear her say, "Oh my gosh, I can't feel my face."
I don't.
She's probably mellowed a bit since then.
What do you mean? It doesn't matter.
I know, I'm just teasing.
We need to get Donna Sugars up there with her, and the two of them can
right
have a grand old time.
Oh,
but
what did you do to your arm, Gavin?
Tendinitis. I had it once before.
I've had that in my elbow before. It's awful.
I'm trying to avoid having to go get a shot, so I'm putting cold compress on. I'm going to get a brace for tomorrow. Yeah.
Does it just go away, but it takes a while?
Well, you gotta like do exercise, stretching and stuff like that. Because what it is like where your tendon reaches next to your bone,
Right.
it's irritated and there might be tears and stuff, and you have to basically baby it. So
Okay, just to reduce the inflammation, and once it calms down, it's fine.
well, that's supposedly so.
Right.
I have to avoid doing the job that I was doing. I'm just gonna tell my boss I ain't doing it. They have temps. Let them do it. I'm sorry. I don't sound like that, but
What?
let the temps do it. Yeah.
There you go.
Beaten off. You've been beaten off.
Well, the only reason I was doing it because I was a little slow and I was waiting for stuff to come back from the oven. So I thought, well, I got time to kill. Let me do it. And I just shouldn't have.
Huh? Well.
So I'll learn. But it comes from like repetitive motion, they say. So no, it's not that.
I hope you don't make that face.
No, I can't do not good at all.
Yeah.
I do.
No.
I don't know if you could keep a straight face if I was doing that.
I need to get to TBRU one year.
What?
I said I need to get to TBRU one year.
It's fun, but the last time I went, I felt like it just had become a circuit party.
Oh, really?
But there's so many people there. There's so many people there that you can always find a little niche of
Yeah, I know what you mean.
folks to hang out with.
So, like the muscle bears taking over, is that what you mean?
No, well, like I said, there's so many people there that, but there are a lot of those too. So you get that clustered group of pretty people that are always in the center.
Yep.
And then me on the outskirts up against the wall, But it is a lot of fun. I mean, it's what you make it.
Yeah. At least after this year, it goes back to being in March. After this year, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I went going by myself is not as much fun as going with other people.
No, I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, the first couple of times I went with other people, and I was just like, yeah. Last time I went by myself, and I kind of just didn't enjoy myself as much.
When is it now?
It is May 31st through June 3rd.
Oh, okay.
So right after Memorial Day. And then next year it's back to March 14th through 17th. I guess when they switched hotels, they were unable to secure their normal dates.
Oh.
So they had to wait like 2 more years to get back to the dates they had or something. Yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about it because I've never gone, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the most of the time I've gone, with the exception of the last time, I've always enjoyed myself. So
yeah.
And aren't a lot of the folks camping too? Wasn't it part of it? People camping?
Maybe it is now. I don't know. I haven't been there a couple of years.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't when I was there.
Oh, okay.
Different
event then.
Texas Bear Roundup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't Roundup usually AA meeting?
No.
Not that one?
No. Although by the time we leave, it's usually a good idea.
Everybody wants to be dry for a while.
But I would not discourage anybody from going because there's always stuff to do and it's a lot. It is a lot of fun, but just going by myself is just not as much fun.
Yeah. I can totally see that. I mean,
it's always good to have a group of people, or at least one other person to hang out with and just chill with.
Yep.
Well, the first couple times I went with the Liberty Bears, so it was like there was a group of like 3 or 4 of us at least.
Mm-hmm.
So.
They do actually have a Friends of Bill W meeting, according when I looked up at the events.
What's Bill W?
That's like it's basically like NA or AA.
Oh, okay, well.
Oh, no. No, just that.
Well, I have some friends in the Dallas area that I had known online for a while, but have never met in person. So that would be a nice reason to
go see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is TBRU held?
Dallas.
Is it Dallas?
Yeah.
Okay.
And a few of the events, like I used to go the night before it started, and I would go downtown. There's a couple bars down there,
Mhm.
and that was always a lot of fun, you know. But
Wait a minute, wasn't Big Fatty talking about Sister Helen Holy?
yes.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
she's the master of ceremonies at some of the events for TV.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
We will definitely enjoy that.
Nips LaRue is also one.
Gavin, did you see the show, the Helen Holly show?
Yes.
Okay.
And what about Lady Christian? Was that another one? Or no?
I don't know about
That's
that.
one of the ones.
Is that her
listed too.
sidekick?
No.
What was her sidekick's name?
Something was it Eleanor Roosevelt or something?
Yeah, Roosevelt or something.
Yes, that's right. Yep.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. Lady Bunny's going to be there too.
Who?
Lady Bunny.
Who's that?
Oh my God, she's one of the most famous drag queens in the country.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose your gay card.
Oh, I know. Isn't that horrible?
I think she's out of New York. I think she's in the city.
She might be on.
People aren't as I'm just not as gay as other people.
Yeah, that's true.
I gotta pee. I'll be right back. Oh, I can get my- Ow.
See if my link brings her up, Jim, that I just posted.
Lady Bunny?
Yeah.
Oh my. She's got nice hair. It's a rhyme.
Yeah, that's her thing. She always has the big blonde hair.
Yeah, I just saw her. I looked her up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, while you were talking and I don't know. Let me see if I
I
can
think
get
she's
this.
been around for a long time.
What's that?
Why did that do that?
Look at this hair. Tell me if the picture comes up.
Oh my God. That's ridiculous.
Now my pictures are viewable.
It's like a whole sheepdog attached to the back of her head.
Bigger than a sheep.
Yeah.
And Pom Pom got a pom pom.
It's like a giant Yeti giving her a hug and you can't see its face.
Yeah.
And I don't mean Paul.
Right.
How are you feeling, Gavin? Good? No. Oh well. He'll live. Lady Bunny. Back.
I think I'm gonna sign. Oh, ouch.
Calling a night.
Yeah, because it's really.
All right.
I'm being pestered to go to the doggy park. She's going, I want to go.
I should probably go help get dinner stuff out and ready.
Here you go. You got lesbians coming.
That's right. Got to be on top of it and all prepped and ready.
Yeah. All right, guys. Y'all enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Yeah, you guys too.
Good night.
Thanks. Good night.
Better, Gavin.
Yeah. Hope your shoulder gets better.
We'll see. I'll let you know.
All right.
Bye.
Bye bye. Saving pictures.
Saving Private Ryan. Shaving Ryan's privates.
Yeah, right.
All right, I'm out.